have been done by the PKK, the Kurdish, by now illegal party in Germany, mostly against Turkish travel agencies and such. I was wondering about Frisians, for example, or the Sorbs, but Bavaria is also an interesting theory. There is a graph which was done by the magazine Der Spiegel and is still on their website now, and their interpretation of terrorist attacks in Europe comprises exactly two, and that's the one in Madrid and the one in London, and no other terrorism. That's the different perceptions of terrorism that is taking place today in Europe. I think the public debate about terrorism causes a lot of fear, and it allows more and tighter laws and more surveillance against everyone. Terrorism cases are often cases against either people of Arabic background or political activists or critical researchers who deal with topics considered to be suspicious. Often the terrorism charges dropped quickly, like you saw in the cases I talked about, but the investigations go on, the data are collected, and a lot of fear in the population is created through the first announcement of again 10 violent terrorists who have been arrested. My perception of terrorism is exactly that, the public debate that intimidates the population and undermines democracy. And that's where I'm ending now. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, thanks a lot for that great talk, and we run a wee bit of short of time here. Maybe can we have 3 questions? And if you could just pass around the mic wherever you see a hand coming up. And if there are no questions, that's good too. But if there probably are.
Do you know the case of terrorism in Cologne? There were 2 suspects arrested at the airport after being searched, and there was some letter found, apparently some kind of, well, I'm going to blow myself up. And the BKA officially statement that they have been monitoring them for months and that they're evil terrorists and so on. Later on, turns out that was just a love letter from his girlfriend.
Yes, of course. There's so many cases like that, and I just could pick some very few, and you could go on forever. I'm writing about these things in my blog, and I've also mentioned this case. I find it extremely interesting because it concerns, again, 2 Arab men who were arrested with a huge public announcement, and later they were released because no evidence was found. It's exactly one of those cases.
Is there another hand? Can you just start to speak as soon as you've got the mic? Okay. All right. You can just come up here if you like. That's probably easier.
Hi, my name's Star Simpson. I was arrested in Boston in 2007 and charged with possession of a hoax device, which consisted officially of 13 LEDs. Hearing your talk has made me think that there ought to be some sort of tool or way of helping people who find themselves in these situations. Because in my experience, and possibly also in yours, it's impossible to predict or see it coming, and the thing you need most is help. So I'd like to pose to the Congress thoughts on what can be done.
Excellent idea. I think a support network that helps people when they are all of a sudden faced with something like that is extremely needed.
Well, thank you for your talk.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks a lot for coming, and yeah, the next talk will be up soon.
Also, if I may add, I'm going to be here in the next days, so if you have more questions or something you want to say, maybe not in public, you can just come to me and talk to me or send me an email. My mail address is also in my blog. Thank you very much.